Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here with
Ready?
and the critters. Of course, you see here Jellybean. Now you get a chance to see her little teddy bear face that I did on her. That's what's called it. If you have a poodle, or I guess maybe any other kind of dog, just ask them for the teddy bear face. And what it is basically is they're just cleaning up around the lower part of the eyes into this area, and then you're leaving this, and then of course you're leaving that folder up there on a poodle. And it just gives them this little teddy bear face. It's such a cute little face anyway. What are you telling me about? Oh my goodness. Are you telling everybody that you love living here? And you're a happy little puppy and you go running through the house like a crazy little girl, don't you? And you will like jump up and fly over the top of your sister's head. Yes, and you just be silly. And then she's like, earlier she was slamming into the laundry basket,
Yeah.
scratching her little butt and back. Yeah, she's a happy puppy.
She really is.
The longer we have her, the more playful she gets, the happier she gets. Right? She doesn't hesitate. Just kind when she wants you, you're gonna stop everything.
You are gonna pay attention to
Yes,
her.
you're gonna
now.
pay attention to her right now, right? But say we did a video yesterday on the phone, and we don't know what happened to it. It wasn't a very long one, but I just don't know what happened to it. But I was talking about it being the 70th anniversary of Pearl Harbor, and you know, which is an important day. And his mom was actually living over there in Hawaii when it happened, and she remembers what it was like, and the blackout paper they had to have on the windows and that kind of stuff for at night. So yeah. But what did we do yesterday? I did a bunch of cooking. I made reduced sugar banana bread, and
turned out very good.
I know somebody's gonna ask, and you can take any recipe basically that you like, and where it calls for sugar, you can use. I like to use the Splenda blends, and that's still giving you about half the amount of sugar. You do have to have some real sugar, a little bit in your recipes, or else it's not going to really rise. But I like the Splenda blends a lot. So I just used the brown sugar one. The rest of the recipe, follow it normal. So I made that. I made oven fried chicken, oven fried potatoes with onions, cut up a cantaloupe. Because, ladies, if you're like me, your husband probably is not going to eat the fruit and stuff unless it's cut up. They look at the whole piece of like cantaloupe or whatever, the entire, and they're like, is it a soccer ball? What am I supposed to do with it? Why is it in the fridge? Right, honey?
Mm-hmm.
He and I was laughing because he's always been that way. If I don't cut up that fruit, strawberries, melons, he's not gonna probably eat it. Or else,
oh, I'm sorry.
What I say to him is, if we have a lot of something, I'll say the special of the day is, let's say I have an abundance of grapes or something. The special of the day is, and that way he knows really be working on whatever kind of fruit, right, Miss Bean? Oh, I love this dog so much. I love all my babies. Commonly, you'll find all 4 animals and Brad and I on the family room bed. Like this morning, we had all 3 dogs. We had the cat and Brad and I on there. And, yeah. Right, girl? But yeah, I'm so happy she's such a happy puppy. So, I did that yesterday. Did a little bit of dishes. Brad was busy. What were you doing? Oh, he was busy. He found our marriage license. Thank you, God. Because that way now I can go down once a disability comes in and get my driver's license for North Carolina. Then I'll feel official. And that'll be nice. And he was sorting through that room. Still have an abundance of cardboard, but he's working on that. He cut a bunch of that up. And just kind of chilling. We've decided from now on we're going to do 2 days of working, a day off. 2 more days of working, and then the weekend off. Because what happened with both of us, and this is for anybody who's, well, you don't even have to classify yourself as being disabled, just that you're getting older. And I don't know anybody that really doesn't have some kind of arthritis going on. Is a couple of days of really working pretty hard, and then by that third day, really pretty achy. Today it's cold and rainy out, so my shoulders and arms are really acting up, and Brad's that hip and back, and now the knee and stuff acts up. So we're kind of having a chill day. Brad's gonna work on cutting up some more cardboard, and he's gonna vacuum because I groomed Jellybean out here a couple of days ago, and that needs to be vacuumed. I was gonna groom Nixie today, but I'm probably gonna wait till either Friday or Saturday to do that because I'm just too stiff. Um, so I'm going to work on some loom knitting. I'd like to later on work on, I have a diamond painting of his grandmother I'm still working on. I want to get that finished up. I finished a couple paintings. I'll have to get photos of those to show you still. One I'm giving away as a gift, and the other one I'll probably put up for sale. I'm not sure. Brad said it reminds me of a forest fire, so which it does to me too. Right, sweetie girl?
She's got your number.
You can have the crappiest day in the world and then love up on an animal and your day turns wonderful, right? Right? I know. All you want to do is be held and loved up and played with. Right? Right? Scoot her butt up right against me at night. I love it. Makes me giggle because she just nestles on in there, don't you? And Charlie nestles on in there, you know. Charlie kind of has this corner of the bed. He ain't moving from that, if you notice. And, you know, so, yeah, we all happy, right? You a pretty girl? Oh, my goodness, I know. You're a good girl, aren't you? Are you a good girl? You are a pretty girl. So, that's about all we've been doing. Just kind of chilling, kind of talking about different things we want to do in the future and stuff. I really would like to go into dog grooming if I would depend on how much recovery I can do with the shoulders and arms, really. Let's just be realistic. Oh, hear the sirens?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it doing that?
That's the volunteer fire department.
You must have a call right now.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say it's not any test alarm because, you know, yeah, they must have a call. But if not, I probably should file for disability, honestly. I don't know why I have a problem doing that because, you know, I really would like to go back to work, but I don't think I can. Probably would depend on what the pulmonologist says in January. I'm probably gonna hold off till then.
Yeah.
That's some other things I need to take care of, and you know, before that, I want to make another appointment with my doctor, and discuss what we're gonna do about the arms and the shoulders. Because it's fine if they want to order physical therapy, but I would like to be sent to an orthopedist or something to have more imaging done, and then they can order the physical therapy, and we'll see how I'm doing. You know, but I would like to see somebody because my hands are, like I said, going numb more often. So I'll get that worked out. I just gotta I need to sit. I have to be organized, and if I'm not organized, I really can't do anything. I'm just that type of a person. So I need to kind of organize my days. Certain days I want to get certain things done. And then at work. Then I wake up every morning, I have a game plan, and I'm good to go. So, let's get you down a little bit. But so that's what I want to get done. Hi. How you doing, pretty? So that's what I'm going to do. Just kind of organize some thoughts in my head and goals and everything. I think this time of year, everybody starts thinking about what the goals for the next year will be. You know, I just want to get stronger and get as healthy as I can be. So, it's been almost 2 months since I was in the hospital, and I have not had a bad infection. I've been able to treat them at home and get rid of them. So that's been good, right, little girl? Love this girl. I do.
I think she likes you a little
Just
bit.
want to hang out on my lap, huh? I know. Such a pretty girl. Sometimes I wonder, it's like, what her life would be like if we hadn't adopted her. Would she still be alive? Would she still be okay? Would she be pregnant again? Right? Hoping to get her before Christmas. Ideally, get her spayed, and her shots. I'd like to have that taken care of before Brad has surgery. Right? So that's all I plan on doing. Brad's night to cook. He's just gonna take the rest of the chicken and throw it in a recipe, and that'll be good. I'm pretty chillax about that, right?
Yep.
So.
Well, and I haven't been working that hard in the kitchen cooking much. Oh.
He is a great cook, and I have been getting short end of the stick lately because we've been just heating up processed foods, and I understand. And it gets overwhelming, and trying to come up with new dishes and stuff. It does. Everybody who cooks if it's for themselves or for 20 people, goes through that same thing. It's like, okay, I have this base ingredient. What magical dish can I create? But got it so much easier now. You don't have to have the cookbook and stuff. You can just look on your phone or on your computer and try different recipes. Years ago, that's when the cookbooks and stuff were so popular, because you didn't have a cookbook for it, right? Oh my goodness, what? Are you ready to get down?
Well, that's why I don't even bother writing a recipe down. Is I'll go according to it on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times on my phone I will alter the
right. That's what I was talking about. I love to bake. Brad's one that likes to bake, makes a more complicated dinner dishes, or used to.
I still do.
I want you to throw down some Chinese food. You could throw down some excellent Chinese food, a variety of dishes. And when this boy decides to throw down, it's like, mwah, like char siu chicken and all of that. I don't know. Just kind of put maybe some extra energy and stuff. And don't you like cooking still?
I do. I do.
You kind of lose your way.
Well, and a lot of it too is like with the chicken and stuff, is I forget to get meat out in time that I can cook it later on in the day.
But again, old school. Think about before we had microwaves. You better get that meat out a couple of days before, or else you're going to be running hot water on it.
How done was, or how thawed was the chicken?
It was great.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I meant the chicken from Thanksgiving. Because we cooked, you baked the chicken and we baked the ham.
It was fine. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I got that out 2 or 3 days
why do you
ahead of time.
expect me to remember that when it was years ago now? I slept since then.
Several times.
Yeah.
At least twice.
Yeah.
I understand.
I slept pretty good last night.
Good.
I wasn't up near, I think it was 3. It was 3 hours earlier.
That's true.
Yeah. I'm working on it. I conceptually don't do well with thinking I'm going to go to bed before midnight. I'm just not there. I was there for years and years because, you had to get up and get the kids off to school. Brad usually worked nights, but on the rare occasions that he would work a day shift, then I would always want to get up and get stuff going before, and get him up. Well, usually you got yourself up.
Yeah.
So, but conceptually now, it's like my mind says, you're not raising kids anymore. Brad doesn't work anymore. You don't have to get up. You don't want to. And then my brain says, okay, party. Let's get out the loom knitting. I'm a partier now. Okay. This is probably why I'm the way I am. Oh, this is not working for me. It's pokey. Let's see. Let's look at this. Look how cute is it. Look,
Oh,
look,
she is not
turn,
thinking
Bean,
cute.
Beanster. Come on, Bean Curd. Come on. Look, little Bean. Look how cute you look. She's like, get it off me, Mom. Charlie, she's okay. Charlie, I wasn't hurting her. Charlie is like, oh, what? Really? Can you believe how he is?
What are you doing?
What is him
What are
doing?
you doing?
What? But anyway, conceptually, my brain says, party! Let's get out the loom knitting stuff. Let's get out and have something playing on the computer and also be watching something on the TV because I'm just can do that. And, you know, so I would loom knit and then I'll put that down, play a game on the phone. And repeat, repeat, repeat. So that's what I do. But there hasn't. What is going on with? There's hardly anybody putting out any kind of stuff for on the YouTube. I mean, some of the people I normally watch, it's like they've ghosted us. I understand everybody being busy, and I get that way where maybe I won't make a video but one a week. But Lord Almighty, when you have a bunch of them all doing that, it's like I made a video yesterday, like I was saying, and I don't know why it wasn't in my normal file. I went to upload it on my phone and it wasn't there. So that's why you guys are getting a 2-for-1 today. Right, little Bean? Right? Goodness. Wrap that paw around my arm so I can't put you down, right? Look at that little face. Brad loves this little dog so much too. You know, you can't have a bad day with the dogs.
No.
They're just so happy all the time.
Yep.
Nixie was on my bed too, and she likes to lay her head on the windowsill and just look outside. I drew the curtain in my room back so she could do that. And the cat loves to just get in a sunbeam. There's no sun today, but to get in a sunbeam right by the front door. So I know I talk excessively about my animal, but they are basically like our children, and you know, they're a big part of our life. I mean, I can't promise you a whole lot of things. I can tell you things that I do very well in my book is artwork, and I'm pretty handy at some crafts, and the love of my animals. I love animals. I won't hesitate to talk to anybody that has an animal. And I won't come up and just start petting your dog. I always ask because you don't. Maybe your dog doesn't want to be pet. Maybe you don't want a lot of people petting your dog. Maybe you don't want a lot of people real close to you because of COVID, or you don't want them in your personal space even. But I'll start asking you about your dog and you know everything because I just love animals and right. Right,
Yeah, they
girlfriend?
love you.
Who does? Who loves her mom?
Well, that was the first thing. You know, that was one of the first things I noticed about you is how well you took care of animals, and then there was that one dog that was owned by a family member that she wasn't being taken care of very well at all.
Right, yeah.
And I was just
I'm just gonna say it. His dad had his daddy grew up had a dog that he never let in the house at all, and he would frequently go out of town and want whoever just stop by and give the dog some food and water. There was not. Was there a dog house? There was a dog house, but this dog was chained all the time. Yep. And so we decided, I don't know why I decided, we were going over there taking care of her. Her name was Sheba. So I said one day, we're just bringing her home. You know, it was hot. It was summertime. She was miserable. She was so lonely. And, you know, so we brought her over. And of course, she got along great with our two dogs and ran around. She dropped so much weight. She was so happy and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and we've done that with other people where if we see you're really abusing that animal, Brad done that and taken a cat and stuff. I took a cat from a family member. He took a cat from a family member. You know, and because I'm not going to sit there and see an animal abused.
Yep.
And neither is he. So I'm really, really good with animals. I don't know why. I think because growing up, that was my main steady source of love was my dog, Taffy, that I grew up with. And she was always with me. And I spent a lot of time with her. You know, if you saw me, you saw the dog and vice versa. So, I just I love my animals. They're a big source of, you can be having the crappiest day and you can cry into your dog's fur. You can talk to them. You know, they won't think your jokes are real bad. They just won't react at all. That's okay. You know, they're not going to laugh. Maybe inside their little head they are, but, you know.
Well, may I say something on that?
Yeah.
You may be having the biggest caca day you've ever had, and then it was like this morning. Nixie was rolling on her back and just.
Oh man, she was happy.
She kind of does that growl. I think you call it garfing.
Garfing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know, she was just being so incredibly happy, and she was just grinning from ear to ear and everything. And it's just, how can you have a crappy day when you got this dog doing that to you?
You really can't. And, you know, I know a lot of people, and I understand a lot of people don't have time, and maybe you're just not really an animal person. Everybody's different. But, you know, it's like a friend of mine, Leanne, just lost her dog. And I know her heart is broken and stuff. One of the things that happened when I lost Missy, my dachshund. Remember, guys, I used to call her Missy Mama. And so, I mean, I was just heartbroken too. And it took about a year and a half before we, you know, and I just even for a good year couldn't even fathom getting another dog. And then I just kind of decided I really did want another little dog, and this just happened. But the minute that I had this little girl in my arms, I felt like Missy was smiling down on us and was very happy to see me save another pet, to save another dog. This dog this little face had spent, we assume, most of her life in kennel, and she was used for breeding. And basically, they were getting rid of her because she was getting too old to breed. And, you know, she had been for weeks and weeks on this one site. Everybody was looking for puppies, and nobody had taken her, had said they wanted her. First off, how she looked in the photos, and you could tell she really needed some grooming and stuff. And I don't know, I just looked at her and I'm like, yeah, you know. And I didn't think I was going to get her because they wanted 300 for her, and I only had 100. And I offered the 100, and she said, yeah. And so we drove down and made this happen, right, little girl? Right?
Yep.
Right? What are you doing this, Jellybean, huh? Oh, Dad's making a sound, isn't he? Oh, hold you? Dad's weird? I know. Now she's going to stare at you. He's like, wow.
Well, she's looking at me like I'm completely.
He's like,
totally
isn't he? I know. But anyway, I just don't. I just feel happy when I'm messing. Brad will tell you, I will mess with my pets all the time. You know, I will. There may be sometimes one whole day I'll end up doing grooming and cutting nails and flea treatments and whatever else. So.
Well, how many times have I been talking to you? You and I've been talking, and all of a sudden it's like, squirrel. You know, we were paying attention to the dogs, and you know, right in the middle of conversation. But
or, you know, for years and years we had just cats. because we lived in an apartment and stuff, and you couldn't have dogs.
Yeah.
And we loved up on them cats. I mean, I still love cats too. It's just Brad has severe allergies that have gotten worse, getting worse as he gets older, which is typical. One of those is to cats. So this will be the last cat we have.
Yeah.
Most likely. I don't see where we could afford a hairless one. And those take a lot of extra care.
Do they?
Yeah.
I didn't know
You have to, well, first off, their body heat. And also there's special care you have to take to their skin and stuff. So,
okay.
you know.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And I don't know. You think, am I gonna buy a specialty breed when there's so many cats that need homes? So many. I mean, the number of cats is just astronomical. Number of feral cats.
Yeah.
You know. What I'd like to do as I get older, theoretically, is I would like to foster. And I know everybody say that can be hard. Yes, it can be hard, but you also have more control. Say I decide that all of my animals have passed away. And I know I'm getting to the age where I'm not sure I would outlive a dog or a cat. I wouldn't foster cats because, like I said, with Brad's allergies. But I could foster some puppies or something. And if I if I get an infection, I don't feel well, something happened with Brad, we call up and go, hey, we need to have somebody else take these animals for a while because, this is going on or that's going on, or perhaps we want to go out of town or something. You can control that. But you can still give the love and the affection to animals that really need it. What sometimes some people foster special need pets, and so there's always a way to help. That, or you can even go into a shelter and stuff and, spend one-on-one time with animals and stuff. You're really looking at something outside. She likes to sit here and look out. There's a window right here. She likes to, and if she can't get to me easily, she will get up on the couch, cross the cat window perch over to this chair, right? So anyway, I know I've yacked you guys' ears off. I don't, nothing important at all, but I'm good at that. And, do you have anything to say? Nothing at all?
No, nothing at all. You got it all covered.
Brad's got a mess in his front room.
Yeah. I gotta clean it up.
Brad's made the front room look like Brad's shed.
Oh.
Yeah!
No.
Which he has a tendency to do, but we're getting there, right? Right? Hello? We're getting there?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Talk about squirrel. He's playing a game on his phone, so, So you got anything else to say, Miss Jellybean? You have anything to say at all? No?
Why are you looking at me bad look?
'Cause you're weird.
No.
She knows it. He's weird with a beard, isn't he?
I'm the normal one.
And he keeps telling us she has a Hitler stash. She does not have a Hitler stash. See, it's not a little Hitler stash. But you see her little fangs? Let's see if she can see her fang. She has an underbite, so they he calls her Fangtopolis, doesn't he?
No, you call her Fangtopolis.
You call her Trifangtopolis.
Trifangatops.
Okay, I call her Fangtopolis. I think it's so cute, don't you, little Jellybean? What? Shall we say goodbye to these people? Are you ready to say goodbye to these people? And say I hope you guys are having a great day, and I hope that you give some dogs some treats or something, because they probably need it. Right? Right, Jellybean? I know. And I do hope you guys have a great day. And I hope that you're not getting stressed out. And just try to enjoy something out of the day. There's always beauty around us. Look at his little face. It's so beautiful. Anyway, love you guys. I do cherish your friendship so very much. And say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.